On this week's show, slow marathons in 2011,
NCAA regionals on the horizon,
athletes don't even own their own skin,
and how to properly take your temperature.
All on this week's episode of Run Junkie, Run Junkie, Run Junkie, Run Junkie, Run Junkie! On this week's show, we gotta give it a shout out to our new sponsor, Saucony, for the Geometry of Strong. Really cool.
New York City Marathon, Mary Catania.
Why are we talking so fast? Can we slow down? We have like 5 minutes to do this.
Mary Catania went out in world record pace and she had 26.2 miles to do, and she said you would never do it any differently.
Maybe no problem. I'm glad the same. I will not change.
The top American in this race was Molly Pritz, who made a successful debut running 2:31, ranks her number 8 in the US this year.
Another American who debuted this weekend, Lauren Fleshman.
Whoa, what's that on your arm?
That's a Snicker bar.
Yeah, you can't promote that on our show.
Well, what's on your arm?
It's my arm. I'm just letting people know it's my arm.
Didn't you see what happened to Lauren Fleshman this weekend?
I had like 3 tattoos that I just put on this morning. Super fresh ones, didn't want to come off. And all of a sudden, right before the race, I'm about to warm up, I'm told I can't have those, I'll get disqualified.
How did she get those off so close to the race?
I'm clean. I'm clean.
In the men's race, New York City became the fastest marathon in America with a new course record of 2:05.05 set by Jeffrey Mutai. This guy's average of a marathon in 2011 is just 2:04.04.
Yeah,
no big deal.
Yeah, no big deal. And just think about it, if you're part of the Kenyan Olympic trial process, they have 4 guys who have gone under 2:04 plus the Olympic world champion.
We looked at how fast the average winning time of major marathons were in 2010 to 2011. Last year, 2:06.11, the winning average. This year, 2:04.24.
Damn. In other news this weekend, Ned Keflezighi at the age of 36 runs a PR, and he ran him the whole thing in Skechers. Yes, all 26.2 miles. We also heard him stress his frustrations with not having a sponsor at the beginning of the year.
It was a tough year for me to start with. I went without shoe contract for 8 months as a New York champion and a silver medalist. That shouldn't happen.
American Ed Moran made a successful debut running 2:11.46. He said he's not sure if he's going to run the Olympic trials, but will support any decision he makes.
Do it! In other professional news, Ritz is back running his first race in over a year.
And Chris Thompson takes a win in the 5K in New York City, which is more than the lunch he thought he'd walk away with at the beginning of the week.
But it's still, no one can take away from the fact I've ate some of the salad. They can't take that away from me. I've had the salad, I enjoyed the salad, and I'm not giving it back.
This weekend in Central Park, we got to see Ryan Hall do a 12-mile tempo run, and his average mile pace was under 5 minutes.
And also, we got to give a shout out to our contributor of the weekend, Kevin Liao, who was with us in New York, taking beautiful photos, helping with the videos. Kev, we love you.
Now, a quick message from our sponsor.
At Saucony, we're constantly thinking about how runners run, diving into every possible detail to help them run better. From the microfibers in their clothes to the foam in their shoes.
This weekend, all eyes will be on the regional championships around the NCAA, the last chance for teams to get to Terre Haute.
The biggest region that's going to have an effect on the rest of the country is definitely the West. Both sides, men's and women's, could have up to 7 teams making it to Terre Haute.
There's going to be battles all over the country, and we look at Wisconsin and Oklahoma State, who are going to be fighting for that national title. They both have easy roads, which leads us to believe they're going to have fresh legs in November 21st, so we will see the greatest battle in the history of the world on that cross-country course. This also leads to an even bigger battle, the battle of FlowTrack contributors, as we'll be at 5 regions around the country, and everyone's wondering who will have the juiciest coverage. Knewitz, Lansing, Selby, Craven, Schmidt. It's going to be crazy. If you're going to be at a region and you want to help out with FlowTrack, let us know and have your chance to win some FlowTrack gear.
Now keep up with regional action all week long on our Regional Central page. It's got links to all the championship info, and then on Saturday, 8 o'clock Central, live Colas calculator. Who's in, who's out, be there, check it out live.
There's a lot of juicy goodies around the NCAA right now, Alex.
Yeah, like the Princeton Don Cabral workout.
Oh yeah, what about the Diego Estrada multiple sub 2-minute 800 workout?
What about Shelby Greeny not running the Northeast Regional?
Oh, how about the blog I read by Kyle Merber talking about hypothermia after HEPS and rectal temperature versus oral? How do you know about that?
I'm a little bit in the dark about that one, Ryan, but we do have Saucony's Dr. J to give us a little perspective.
Whoa, guys. I might be a doctor, but I don't know much about oral and rectal examinations, but I do know a lot about Geometry Strong the latest from Saucony. Check out 2 of our brand new shoes, the Triumph 9, Guide 5. Gone from a 12mm offset to an 8mm differential in these 2 bad boys. So yeah, check out the difference 8mm can make.
Trust him, 8mm is huge. Hey Ryan, did you hear about what happened in the high school action this weekend?
Yeah, Alex, I bet it was about Edward Trezorek setting another course record, 15-18 in New Jersey.
Actually, you are correct. And in Delaware, Reagan Anderson took down Haley Pierce, who collapsed with 300 meters to go in Delaware. I already said Delaware.
Yeah, but in Oregon, you had 2 teams win titles, but from the same squad. South Eugene sweeps Oregon for the first time ever.
And just up north of that, Katie Knight runs a course record to take down Amy Eloise Neal in Washington.
Now, as we get ready to close out, let's crunch some numbers from New York City.
1, the number of miles I could hang with Ryan Hall in his tempo run.
It was actually 0.8.
You're an asshole.
6 was the amount of pizza slices that we ate each day.
Fatty. 14, the number of takes it took for Let's Run and FlowTrack to take a good picture together.
90, the amount of minutes Alex and I debated the intensity of heps in a pizza shop at 3 a.m.
It was a good discussion.
That's it. Remember, regional coverage this weekend and Colas Live on Saturday at 8 p.m.
Start uploading your stashy pics right now.
And don't forget about the little button just below there. Facebook us, like us, thumb us. Me and Alex, we love you. We'll see you next week.